up. We influence, yeah, see me moving, yeah, I glow up. Every time I show up, I can flip my switch out. They act like they know us, but they ain't no dog, I'm big dog. Asking if it's still a flex, say they better go ask Booyah. Never think I'm gon' check, better pull up like woo. Come to place and I'm the best, I ain't worried about none who y'all. 24, no rest, stand on business, I'm too tall. Thought you was a threat, I do real life, do no tip attack. On the internet, we don't do that, see I've been a threat, and I've been a vet. Thought you knew that way, I'm cashing checks, I don't owe no debts. I've been through that, see you SOS. SOS, SOS, see you SOS. Need a life vest, need no mic check. SOS, 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 see you SOS. We don't talk checks, we get to it. All in for the jackpot. Every time I want the last shot. Championship ring. Started from a mascot. Went to Rollies from a G-Shot. Brand new kettle, no teapot. You should know I don't play. Go sicko mode like I'm T-Scott. Eagle vision from the treetops. Went to image from a green dot. Never had no limit, but I had some Reeboks. Keep it humble, but the fees not. In the game, no free spots. But I earn what's mine. Nothing less, I'ma shine. SOS, thought you was a threat. I do real life, do no tip attack. On the internet, we don't do that. See, I've been a threat, and I've been a vet. Thought you knew that way, I'm cashing checks. I don't owe no debts, I've been through that. See you SOS, SOS, SOS. See you SOS. Need a life vest, need no mic check. SOS, SOS, SOS. See you SOS. We don't talk checks, we get to it. And it's only 8 a.m. I don't do it for the gram. I never mind, no man. I'm my 2020, whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Yeah, new Jeep, no doors with it. No, I won't stop now. Who you kidding? Kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma send it. I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Wrote inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundromat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Yeah, new Jeep, no doors with it. No, I won't stop now. Who you kidding? Kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma send it. I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is good. Let me make sure I'm systems go here. Yeah, we look good. Everything looks all right. And yeah, let's get it. So let's get into all of this and have a look at always the news here, right? Let's have a look at what we got going with the news. Unfortunately, still stuck in the bloody range here on GJ. Will we ever leave this range is the question. Hopefully end of month, you know, typical, but kind of sucks for us trading in GJ here. So today, bit of USD news. We have German CPI here all day. I mean, I've not really noticed that do too much, to be honest. But you know, we have a little bit of unemployment claims later, which will have an impact on gold for sure. That's not till New York session, so that's only what you have to worry about by New York session here. But if we're going ahead and having a look at the rest of the markets here, let's go ahead and do the analysis. Start off with the daily time frame. GJ is going to be a pretty quick analysis as we're still in the same range, stuck in the same range. Previous daily closing doji basically. 4-hour candles closing bullish here. Current one not a very steep bottom wick, closing below resistance at the moment, and we're kind of towards the top of the range. Yesterday just ranged all sideways, and we kind of been stuck in this mid-range here for 2 days now. So 2 days, come to the bottom, fake out, come towards the top. Now the nice thing is that we did have yesterday a range inside of here where I took sells, right? So it was nice to have this clean zone here, which was, you know, allowed me to take sells, which is similar to this zone here, which is a possibility of a selling zone. So this came later. We planned this on stream, guys, for the sells below, and it was nice to see it come through. Very happy to be able to finally get a trade in. So yeah, now looking at what price is doing, we're kind of, you know, at the zone where buys don't make sense right now. We're at the top of the range, so either we need structure to form to look for buys above here, or the 4 hours going to reject and we can actually look for sells either below 19700, or change of structure for here for sells. So that's basically GJ. Like it's nothing really much has changed. We're still in the range. If we're going to respect this resistance, selling from the top of the range, sensible, and you know, obviously selling below this also sensible. If we're gonna have a look at gold here, on the other hand, gold at the moment is working on some higher lows here at the moment. 4-hour time frame, previous daily, of course, we start close bearish back inside the range, still respecting this type of support zone here, but closing bearish back inside the range nevertheless. 4-hour time frame is working on its way towards the top of the range here, and we're kind of in this liquidity zone here. So this is a zone where we've seen a lot of rejections without closures. So realize this candle has not closed. I don't want red, I want a different color. This candle has not closed, so this is kind of like a liquidity zone a little bit here. Above this type of zone here, which is like 18, we do see, you know, continuation in the cards, but we have to be careful that 4-hour could just as well reject from here. Luckily we have mixed bias. Since we have mixed bias, that will allow us also to look for sells if we were to reject from this zone here, right? But at the moment, we're obviously heading up, creating higher lows, but be careful. We need to realize this is a liquidity zone. Any type of weakness, rejection, need to be careful about that. So, you know, this is something we need to keep an eye on in terms of just what zone we're in at the market. We're not down here, we're up here. So moving on to 1 hour, having a look at 1 hour. 1 hour closes in 18 minutes. We broke this previous 1 hour high, kind of working on a setup 3 here. Nice clean candles here towards the left, 30-minute as well. 30-minute no bottom wick here. I wonder if there is one on my broker, because that could be an issue. Obviously, if we're looking for buys here, yeah, I have no bottom wick on my 30-minute on my broker as well. I really would like to see a bottom wick be made. Would be obviously more comfortable here. So what we're working on right now, bring back drawings. Let's have a look here. 15-minute has a resistance. We're trying to close above this resistance. Buys obviously make sense above this resistance if we're able to close above. It does look good. Clean candles towards the left here. Again, we're in a liquidity zone. You know, a lot of rejection has come from this zone. So if we see it rejecting, we can manage. If not, should be good. What I would love to see is actually this 15-minute close above. Next one come down, make a bottom wick for the 30-minute, and then we break the high. That's exactly what I would like to see in this type of scenario here. Let's put text 15-minute. And yeah, that's what I would need to see a bottom wick here on the 30-minute, because if you get involved here, this could push up a little bit more, right? And if you're entering break of high, you could push up 9 pips, which is obviously not going to be enough to take profit or anything. You can push up 9 pips and then flip to make this bottom wick, and that just become a liquidity grab and you're stuck, right? So next 15-minute, you know, is going to close in 16 minutes here. So obviously I do want to see that. 5-minute has no structure, so you have nothing to protect against no bottom wick. If a no bottom wick comes, you're in trouble, right? You're in trouble because you know, at any point we can come down. It's not like we have 5-minute structure. Let's say there was no bottom wick on this candle. You have all of this to protect you, and if it's breaking the range, then it's a high chance there's going to be a bottom wick made. Also the time a little bit early here for volume to come in the market, so I would not like to just jump on this blindly, but definitely this is where I'll be looking for buys above. If we can just flip down now, make that little bottom wick, this would be you know, a really good spot here. As for GU here, looking at GU, we are kind of in choppy price action. This is still okay. So let's have a look here at daily. I want to see how daily closed. So daily similar to gold, but closing at support here. Daily closing at support. 4-hour time frame creating support. We're respecting that support, trying to head up. I think buys are going to make sense above the 4-hour resistance once we get back out of the range. 1-hour time frame, yeah, that's where that range is. So problem is this wick is here. We could look to fill that wick. But if we respect this resistance here, then high chance it's going to go down. So yeah, you'd probably need price to create some sort of structure here and need more information. With mixed bias for sells, I would like to see probably structure changed around somewhere here and look for sells based on that. But we need more information. We don't really have very big clean ranges like this, you know, that we can fill up. We need to create those clean ranges and maybe create target, pull back and trade towards that target. That would be very powerful. So 9 seconds here. Let's see how gold candle is closing here. If we're going to close above or below, at the moment we're closing at resistance. So it's going to be interesting, and we closed at resistance here. So even if we push up here, there's nothing that's going to follow a plan that's going to have profitability long term, right? Even if we break the high and start flying, that's not going to bother me because this is something that's not going to be profitable long term. So for me, what do I need to see right now? Well, 30-minute would be great to see. 30-minute make a bottom wick here, and then 30-minute will close above, 1 hour will close above, 15 will close above. And once we have all of those confirmations, it's going to be a lot better to look for the buys here. So that's going to be my plan here on the charts. 30 minutes very close now to making its bottom wick. You know, so this would be good. Now, if we are going to just reject from here, because it's a possibility we just end up rejecting with mixed bias today, I feel like we could have sells actually come below this range here. If we were to break through this range here, we would be able to sell price down, fill back into this range, use this as a watch, and that could be a potential zone where we actually sell. So, you know, and realize that, hey, 4 hour did tap into this liquidity zone, right? And I pointed this out, this whole little zone here, tricky zone. We could just end up failing, right? Because this is a very wicky zone. A lot of wicks have come through the last 2 times, but even here we've had wicks come through. Now that will allow us to scalp, but we have to keep in mind that buys above here do not mean essentially continuation all the way back to the top of the range. It's not looking as likely as daily candles. So we would need more information. So we need to be careful with the buys and be aggressive and keep that back of the mind. You know, definitely something we need to be alert about and understand the probabilities behind. It's not going to really put me off too much taking a position, as I can risk profits, I can give it a shot, but I am going to be more aggressive than usual just based on this zone, right? I don't want to get caught out in a fake out where price fakes out and goes towards the downside, because you look at it both ways. If it fakes out and goes towards the downside, we can be taking sells anyways because today's mixed bias. So we're not going to miss out on the sells unless, of course, it doesn't give us a setup, but that's how trading works. And if we take the buys and it ends up pushing, well, you're already in because you followed the plan towards that and you're going to be able to maximize that. But let's say it just ends up pushing a little bit, fake out and then range. Well, we're going to be protected because we identified we need to be aggressive with risk management in that scenario. So in all of those scenarios, you're basically protected, right? And that's going to be the key as a trader, especially as we approach towards end of month. It's been slow, right? Yesterday, finally, there was an option to take a trade. If any of you guys were listening on stream or sitting here blindly, you should have been able to take the GJ sells yesterday, right? That came about an hour after stream. I can't control what time it comes, but at least there was an option, which is good. Finally, an option, right? But now that we approach end of month, markets slow down anyways. If you had a really good week now, you'd be taking the rest of the days off, right? So we can't force the market. We have to just let the market come to us, and we have our zones. So if it's going to allow that, then we're going to execute and take trades based off that. So yeah, GJ closed a little bit bearish here. 4 hour close, how at resistance here, daily candle closing doji bearish. I'd say GJ plan here. The problem is you need to run a little bit wide stop loss, but if you can get this 5-minute change of structure where this 5-minute closes below the structure point here, you could probably actually take a sell, but you need to put stop loss above the range because that's what it has to respect. It could break this high one more time and then reject the resistance again, because we did reject this resistance zone, but it might, you see, we rejected the 15, but it might want to test a little bit higher, right? It might want to test somewhere here. And if it wants to test somewhere here or even back up here, you know, it's possible to test the daily resistance again. So if it wants to be testing those zones, then, you know, you need to have your stop loss protected. So that's the only problem if we're looking for that, but it does look good. It's around a 34 pip stop loss though. To flip the 1 hour time frame as well, right? Because if 1 hour time frame can flip here and close bearish, then you're going to have a good option. You're basically replicating this move, you're replicating this move, this move. Yeah, I'm very tempted for this, to be honest. We'll see how it populates here. We'll see how it populates. Because we can also wait for 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame closing can be options. Remember, more than likely we just don't want to stick in the range, right? Sticking in the range is always where most inconsistency is going to come, especially with wide SLs. 36 pips for 19 pips. So we still need this to make a bottom wick, but even if the candle closes without a bottom wick, meaning in 8 minutes, if the candle's closed, it's okay. Because once the candle closed, it's not really relevant. It's only open, because when it's open, it's moving and can make a bottom wick and catch you out, right? So yeah, that's all the analysis and everything. Make sure you leave a like on the stream. You guys know the drill if we can do the YouTube business. 345 of us in here. Appreciate everyone showing up. Let's see what we can get. And yeah, let's get the likes up to 150. You know the drill. Yeah, I put the scam likes, don't worry. Morning, Harry. Great vids. Thanks for the analysis. No problem, no problem, no problem. Setups 1 to 4 that I keep hearing mentioned explained in your videos. I couldn't find it. Of course, it's mentioned in the videos. That's the whole point of it. You can go check my videos. I have my setup video here. All you have to do is type any concept, type in my YouTube channel. It's in my course, first of all. My course is not paid, it's free, right? So it's in my course. And it's in my setup video. If you just want a video, there's setup 1 to 3 here. Top 3 price action entries in my Forex strategy. So it's there. Yeah, check this out. Those cells that we talked about, the early ones, playing out, right? Close below. Nice to see that. Not really something I'll do a lot, as stop loss has to be above the range. But just as an experiment, kind of seeing how to adapt inside of a range. No bottom wick on the 5 as well. No 30-minute closure. It's not the highest probability. I'd like to run that scenario multiple times and see how that plays out. Because now I expect it to come back, test 191 and create support and just range, because GJ is ranging. I don't like GJ. GJ at the moment is very risky. It's just ranging, you know. So what do we expect in range? Well, we expect reaction top of range, come here, play about, come down, play about, and mess everyone up. Mess everyone up end of month. How can I get your course? Free on YouTube. Free on YouTube, free on YouTube. Harry, assalamu alaikum. Brother, I have a huge problem. I can't control my emotions. I've blown 24 accounts and lost almost $20,000 whenever I sit in front of the trading system. Then I think you need to quit. You need to quit, because if you don't make a change and just repeating the same problem, you're better off quitting than to just keep going with your gambling addiction. You might need help, because this is a gambling addiction you have. You have a gambling addiction and you need to be very careful, right? You need to be very careful with your gambling addiction, because it can be very, very dangerous, right? So you either go back and really, really have a talk with yourself to be disciplined, to do things correctly, or you just have to quit, because this is a dangerous road you're going to go down, right? You're going to go down a dangerous road, which is going to lead you to lose a lot of money, right? We don't want that. We don't want that. So you have to make a change. So imagine it's your last chance. This is your last chance to make a change. If you don't make a change, then that's it. It's game over. All right, what about trading oil? I mean, yeah, you can trade oil, of course. Oil is tradable. Oil is not bad, of course. It's a good pair. Gold has to chill. Yeah, gold is already at 520. Looks like the move is going to go. So we'll have to wait for something else, it looks like. 3 minutes, quite a while. Unlucky for us. No bottom wick on 30-minute, right? That's why we can't even use 5-minute to enter thunderstorms, anything like this. Yeah, the problem is not 5-minute no bottom wick. Problem is 30-minute no bottom wick. 5-minute no bottom wick we can deal with, right? Because we will put stops based on 30-minute. But now if you base your stops, you know, and you put stops, let's say you went on this 5-minute close here. Where's stops gonna go? Probably below the 30-minute no bottom wick. And if you put it a little lower, it's quite big stops as well for the range that we have. It's only 29 pips to here. What about GU wick fill? Yeah, it's just tough, man. We're in a downtrend, right? So now you're at resistance. It's already tapped that resistance. So we have to be careful that we ideally need structure to form, then get above. This is not clean, man. This is really pushing things. Look at the difference between yesterday, when we were looking at that move on the close above, compared to today, right? You can see the difference in ranges. If my trading view will load, please. Ah. There we go. You can see the difference in ranges, like how clean this type of range is. Full clean candles compared to this. GJ retracing here. Where is this rejecting off? Any 5-minute here it wants to reject? No, the only 5-minute, where is this 5-minute? Is here. So did it tap this? I doubt it. 20, maybe. I was close to. It's also this previous resistance zone. You can use this as watch zone. Any tips for me to control emotions? I'm facing depression and anxiety because you're treating it like a gambling addiction, brother. You know, in order to control emotion, you have to make a change. It's you just have to tell yourself stop, you know, take one trade per day. Right? You take one trade per day. Hi, did you lose a lot of trades out of stream? No, what makes you say that? All the trades I take off stream, I talk with the guys in the group and I publicly post it in my trading log. And also, guess what? It might come as a surprise, but most of my trades are taken on stream because I'm not going to sit on stream in a time where I get the least trades, because that will just be boring for me. All right, candle closing here, tapped close to key level here. Candles closing long rejection wick. 5-minute candle closing bearish. 30-minute candle did close above. 1 hour candle did close above. Let's see if we can get a deeper bottom wick here. How big is this wick? 10 pip wick. I mean, one option we could try play is on the flip, right? To fill this wick. On the flip to fill this wick. Do we need to watch for key level? Yes, but it didn't tap it, right? So you kind of would be break of that wick. Running tight SL, yeah, below 15. Yeah, possibly on the flip could be an option here. Or a close above this 5-minute resistance would be good as well. Yeah, probably a close above the 5-minute resistance to fill the wick. Because if it just flips and retests this resistance, let's see how the flip comes. You got top wick on broker? I do. A nicer top wick. It's about the same, to be honest, as what we have on here. A little bit bigger. Do you remember me? I'm in the stream since January. Lots of tips. Oh, amazing. I do remember your name, yes. Yeah, flip could be good here. Five-minute candle closing in how long? 45 seconds. Gonna wait for the 5 close here, guys. Gonna wait for the 5 close and then look for potential entry on the flip. Not flip, but once the 5 closes. About 25 seconds for the candle to close. Yeah, that's why I wait for the close, right? Like to see bottom wick first. Once bottom wick, then maybe re-break of the high. Re-break of the high will be an option. But we need bottom wick on 5. It's going to be necessary in this scenario. $25 pip stop loss. Yeah, around 21 pip, yeah. So yeah, re-break of the high, gonna give this a shot here. Once it re-breaks its own high. There we go. Took that, break even at the wick fill. Stop loss below the lows. Nice. So we needed to cross this 1 minute resistance. If it fails at the 1 minute resistance, then we're gonna have issues. Come on, push through. I don't like this rejection. We'll see what we can do. Once we break this high, gonna move break even, since it has no point to reject after breaking the high. So it's just struggling at this resistance. We'll see if we can close above or not. There we go. Up about 10 pips right now. Broke the high here. So this is where I'm going to move stops to break even, since there's no reason for it to reject after breaking the high. Remember, we need to be careful in this zone. We plan to be aggressive. So let's be aggressive here and follow my plan, what I initially said I would do. So hopefully we can just survive it. But yeah, stops are going to be at break even now. So put stops at break even. And now let's let the rest to run. See if we can get, you know, about 20 pips here. Watch zone, we'll have to watch the watch zone here and see what happens. Entry price on broker is 251906. So basically where this is, there's like this one little 1 minute push. Yeah, where that wick is, when it broke that wick, that's where my entry price is. I mean, if you're a guy who wants to secure at 10 pips, then yeah, you secure at 10 pips, but that's not the way I trade. So hopefully we get volume today and we can push. We need to push. On this broker, it looks weird. Like, it hasn't even come close to my entry on my broker. I have room. So it looks weird. "37 seconds. We have to survive the next 5-minute bottom wick here. Come on. Reject now. We're still okay. We're still okay. Oh, it's coming close. It's coming close. Okay, that tapped me. Break even, boys. Break even on that trade. No follow through here. We wanted the follow through. We wanted the break. So yeah, out break even on this trade. Out break even on this trade. Like I said, no loss, no win. We wanted the follow through. We planned it. We said we'd be aggressive. You know, and that's it. So now let's wait for the next entry. No drawdown here. We have to hold. B is fine. How many pips did we see? It's a good trade here. So about only 10 pips. Sometimes London only gives 10 pips here, but I'm not closing my trade early. But I will be able to manage my trade. So make sure you're managing your trade. You know, if you didn't close at break even because you're gambling, make sure that you're at entry now. You can make that choice and follow what I did, right? If you want to hold the trade, then okay, that's your choice as well. But be careful. Just be careful. That's all I'm saying. Because the only thing concerning me is this whole rejection zone area, right? So yeah, just be careful with this zone. And that's going to be my plan. Because I'm being aggressive towards the end of the month, right? I'm being aggressive towards the end of the month, right? So don't complain to me if you hold and the thing reverses and you say, "Oh man, the thing reversed. I didn't close." Don't complain. But nice to get a trade, at least some volume this morning. We just need to play it safe. This was actually a 15-minute. It saw 10 pips. But that's not going to be enough for me here. Set up one. And this was at, what time was this, right? This was at, see the rejection. We got triggered at, anyone know what time we got triggered? We got triggered here, 10:05. Perfect. Yeah, so same time as last, 10:05. There we go, put that in the journal. GJ is slowly coming back to retest the zone, not really doing much at the moment. Isn't it we should enter above the 15-minute candle high? I was looking for the flip to give me volume to push, right? Because I can use this wick as a target. Otherwise, imagine you enter high, you're straight in drawdown right now. You're straight in drawdown. So that's the reason of managing, is that you can use that as a target. Once we break the high, imagine you are supposed to enter the trade once we break the high. So once we break the high is where you expect the volume to come in. If the volume fails at the high, that's where all of these newbie traders might get faked out, because remember, we pushed already. This is more of a rejection. So if there's volume, we can fill the wick at least to test the resistance and then come down, right? So that's why I don't want to enter break of high, because now you're missing out on a whole 10 pip range. A whole 10 pip range, right? So that's going to be risky to miss out on a whole 10 pip range. Because now look, if we just entered break of high, we'd be in drawdown like, oh shit, only 1 minute till 15-minute candle closes, and 1 minute candle is closing. What is 1 minute candle close? I mean, what is the 15-minute candle? Well, at the moment it's showing more rejection, unless it can get its act together and start closing strong, which this looks like it could do, you know, and then we can go back and see how the trade would have played out. But in terms of my management, I'm identifying this zone, we're buying highs, and when I'm buying highs in market conditions that I've not seen follow through, I play it the long route, the safe route. So I'm going to be intrigued to see how this eventually plays out. Hopefully we can get pullbacks that allow me to take a better entry so I don't have to buy at highs. In what we've been seeing recently, with price being in a range, buying highs is dangerous. So it's better to entry at the candle flip? No, it's because of this situation. Most of the time you want to enter a candle break of high. But since we had 1 hour close, right, and we were following through the setup, the wick allows us to fill it, especially when we have such a good bottom wick. Did you notice how deep the bottom wick was on this 5 minute? We bottom wick, retested, and then rejected. So that's what we want. That's what we want. So yeah, GJ is just trying to range. Like I said, this is what I expected to happen. It to come down a little, start to range, you know, and it's hard because you need to put big stop losses because of this inconsistency. So maybe it trickles its way towards the downside. Maybe it creates support and tries more upside, then fails. We'll have to see. The point is we need to trade where there's ranges. We don't really have ranges. Our ranges below here, that's a range. And realistically for buys, we do have a tradable range above here is tradable. 50-minute candle closing, opening no top wick here. How did gold end up closing? So gold ended up closing with a rejection wick here. So I'd be careful that this doesn't roll over. This is just telling me price is getting weaker. I expect any push now will be the last push. So just be very careful. I'm not trusting it at the moment, just based on what we've seen. We've not seen a gold push at this time for the last 10 days. So we can't trust what we see. We will use this trade as more information. And if we see it, then guess what? It's going to prepare us and allow us to use that information. That's your job as a trader, right? That is your job as a trader. So I'm interested to see how this ends up pushing here. I mean, if the 30-minute closes like this, then yeah, it will probably continue, right? That's where you get your continuation. If this fails here, then I think it will just fail. How did GU do while this is pushing? GU trying to fill this wick. Slowly but surely. So this is a great scenario in GU where we've broken structure. What we would like to see on GU right now, like to see pullbacks, support creation, to continue what? Bullish. How do you know the difference in lower high at the start of a reversal? Well, you will see lower high, lower low, right? That's how you know a reversal, is you have to see the change of structure. Just a lower high doesn't mean too much, right? Just because you have a lower high, then this low doesn't mean, because this can create a higher low as well. Like, you have to keep that in mind. You have to keep that in mind. Like I said, I expect this to be the last push. More than likely, I expect us to come back up maybe to 2320. Right now, we're struggling where? We're struggling at a key level. Where's my key levels? I have one here. So I want to keep this one here. Let's put this 2320. If we change this to 2320, you'll see what I'm talking about, right? You see that? You see how we're struggling there? So potentially later, we can get another entry if above 2320 and not have to worry about potential rejection from there, right? So that's another option that we will be able to have, which will give us more confirmation and probably better stop loss. But I'm not my decision I made for break even, I'm very happy with, because if you remember, right? If you remember, that was the plan from the morning, is to be aggressive in this zone because of us being in a 4-hour liquidity zone. This is a 4-hour liquidity zone. If we're going to reject, it's going to happen here for sure. So if we get above that zone, like look at where the periphery, right? Periphery means the edges. The edge of that zone is where? Here. Here's the edge. Oops, let me get a box. Edge of the zone is here, which is that 2320 level, right? So if we are able on lower time frame to make our way above that, we can get probably at least a nice 15-20 pip move for us day traders, which will be enough. But now if we keep hanging out here, rejecting here, probably see downside. But that downside again can lead us to form support creation to be able to trade towards the upside, right? Interested to see how the position would have played out. So we'd leave it on just to see how the position would have played out. My target would have been around a 1-to-1 here based on not knowing volume, which is also that 5-minute resistance. So I wonder how that would have played out. But again, this is the watch zone now. Now we have to see what it does at the watch zone. Because we need to journal that, right? So we understand what's happening. My entry got triggered at 15-minute high. Yeah, but that's just BS, man. You can't enter 10 pips later and claim that you got entered. That's where your entry. Like, who's trading on 10 pip spread? Like, come on, bro. That's just a FOMO entry. You knew we entered from down here and you wanted to FOMO entry into the highs. Like, that's a BS entry, right? Unless that was your plan, right? If your plan was to enter break of highs, but I don't agree with that being so close to key level. Being so close to key level, we want to trade to that, not at that. Remember. Remember. Now, original stops we had were, so this is where we can break down it a little bit. Original stops were below the 50-minute lows here. So something like this, right? No, below these lows here, 21 pips. That's where our original stops were. Management, how could we have managed? Here's too tight to manage because this could easily just wick, grab liquidity, flip. So no management. You can't manage this trade. You can't. Even something closing back in the range, you can't because it has to break structure to go down. So probably once this candle closes here and you're above this level, this would definitely be where your super hard B. There's no way of getting out of that, even if you knew there was volume in the market, right? Even with volume in the market, there's no way you're getting out doing that because there's no point of losing this trade. At least you save capital, not lost. No, I'm very strict with this decision today. We have not seen any consistency in this market. There's no playing games. There's no playing games. There's no playing games when we've not seen any consistency in this market. You know what I mean? Like you have to. Like I told you, I will take the shot. I'm not scared to take a trade, but I'm not playing games of, oh, what if today's the day it changed? No, I need to see that. And I rather let that happen, which it did. We were up 10 pips. If it wants to push, let it push. But I'm not sitting there holding potential pullbacks after 1, 2, 3, 4 candle push that comes and does what? That comes and puts you in drawdown and stops you out and then goes. And you're like, I knew that would have happened today because of X, Y, Z, right? So you have to, look, you guys have been watching stream. You guys have been here watching stream. When's the last time you've seen decent market movement? We've literally had no pushes. So we are trading a little bit blind off recent price action. So we need to play it safe. This is what I mean. It's the last push. So both ways here. Both ways looks more than likely I would have not got TP because I'm not going to close less than a 1-to-1. Unless it just ends up, respecting and making its way towards the upside now. But this is why we journal. This is why we check and do all of that stuff, But as long as, let's see what 1 minute, as long as 1 minute structure holds, this should give full TP, to be honest. Yeah, there's a lot of good structure here, to be honest. GU forming a pullback, yeah, that's what we want on GU. This is it. Look, we want this type of formation here. Even deeper, no problem. We can get even deeper somewhere down here, retest into this zone, then make our way back towards the upside. I'm not going to close less than a 1-to-1. You always do that. I don't. I only do that when I'm trying to leave a runner, right? So I'll close less to secure and then leave a runner if I believe I can get a little bit more out of that position. Maybe for you right now, it doesn't make monetary sense wise, but when you're up like $1,000, $2,000, whatever it may be, you do want to secure to allow yourself to say, hey, I can leave a runner, right? And do that. You know what I mean? In this case, Harry, everyone should have looked their own month and decide if they want to give it a shot. No hard B or full B at a key zone, whatever the month is. Not that, even if you've had a good month, you don't want to give back when we've seen the last 9 days do nothing. I've been absent from the market. I haven't taken. This is one of my first positions after yesterday's GJ sells. So I'm not going to try experiment buying highs to see if it's going to push or not. You get what I'm saying? So it's not about I'm not comfortable taking the loss. It's I'm not comfortable with the option of this being a loss because of us not seeing any consistency, right? And if you don't mind taking another loss, then leave it. Leave SL where it is and just, you know, there's people in this group who trade SLTP. Lanston is one, right? He likes to trade, but because he rather let a trade hit SL than hit break even. I'm a trader who doesn't want to let a trade hit SL. I rather hit break even and trade go to TP and I gain information and not lose anything. Like that's way better. Way better. For me, you know? Because again, I'm trying to trade on statistics here, and statistically we haven't seen a push during London. So statistically I'm off here to assume that once we break the high, you know what I mean? Yeah, 1 minute structure is being respected. This should absolutely blast through TP. I don't see any reason for it not to at this point. Right, but again, I'm showing you what I'm doing. You don't have to follow what I do. You can follow here. I gave you the idea, the plan, and it's played out perfectly. Oh, imagine you didn't close here. And this thing just reverses. That would be extremely annoying, huh? Okay, TP should be at 5-minute resistance. But I would consider this tapped for my journal, to be honest. For my journal, I consider it tapped. Now, when you're journaling, so you can change this picture. This is all you have to write, right? So, TP hit, but market. Market was ranging for a lot of days, right? So you don't know. Oops. What's your target, Lanston? Two, 3 pips more of a push. All right, hopefully we get it here on the next 5 close. Come on. Huh? As long as this 5-minute pullback will respect 520, I think the next one has possibility of doing it for you. Because then the 15 will make sure, now this is the 15 close, right? We want to make sure the 15 closes above. I mean, we obtained information without losing money. It's a win for sure. Yeah, I'm playing it safe, guys. Remember, it's a lot different here. I need to consider my month. This is the end of the month. This is when I pay myself, right? I pay myself end of month. So what happens is that I'm not going to put myself in opportunities to give back. Especially when I won money yesterday. I don't want to give that back today and then I'm in the same spot. It sucks, right? So as long as I can confirm that, I'm going to follow a plan, right? I'm going to follow a plan. Yeah, this 5 looks good, man. This 5 looks good. You should probably squeeze on 1 minute if I was you. If I was you, squeeze on 1 minute. Just watch this 1 minute structure. See the 5 minute close, something like that. It doesn't want to hit TP, huh? It's coming like 0.1 pip from it. Did this considered hit? Oh my days. This is the, look at this, look at this. I'm telling you, institutions are watching our stream. $15 closed above here. Can you explain 1 minute squeeze? That's something I explained with the guys in the exclusive group. It's a little bit more complex. I don't want to really. It's basically something. It's pretty simple, but it's using 1 minute to get more out of your trades. But you have to make sure. You have to make sure that you are not being greedy. There's a difference between being greedy and managing your trade on lower time frame, right? There's a difference. See how GJ is done. GJ pulling back here. This is what we're talking about. Creating range. GJ is still range bound, unfortunately, you know. So even if I took GJ, I think I would have been probably, I don't know, my break-even zone would actually have to be down here. You know? So yeah, this I expect once it, you know, now that it's reflip, should come back and break the highs here and give that TP. And give that, damn bro, it really doesn't like this zone, huh? I shouldn't say anything. I'm ruining it for Lanston, you know. I'm telling you, market makers are watching. Anytime I say it, it's not gonna happen. So I shouldn't say that. How's GU doing? Working on a pullback. Slowly but surely, we're working on a pullback here on GU. Harry, better look at another pair 2-3 minutes. Yeah, I'm on GU, bro. Don't you worry. Chat box is frozen. I can fix that. Yeah, it's because I'm streaming 2 cameras now. I hope you guys enjoy it in Zoom. You like it? I figured out a way. Needed to... That 4 hour on GU, why is that important since we crossed 3 times? Which 4 hour? Which one? This one here, because it's, I just left it because it's a 15-minute resistance. I just left, didn't change the name. Didn't change the name. It's not important, but it's a 15-minute resistance here. So I could just change it to 15, but I just left it because, you know. Then 30-minute close above the range you are going to trade in. Which one? On what pair? On what pair? You need to classify what pair. Hey Laura, hope you're well. Need to classify what pair. So I mean, yeah, gold TP can be considered not maybe exactly hit, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would have closed in real time or not. Market will wait for unemployment claim. Well, no, gold is moving okay here. It moved towards our TP. So what setup was that? Gold, guys, S1. Right, setup 1 is what we've executed. I'm looking for more entries. If we can continue this. If we can continue this momentum we're seeing in the charts, then we can add more entries. If you're a betting man, where would you expect gold to go now? I'm not a betting man, unfortunately. Right? So now I don't have to leave the chart on. So now we're getting pullbacks. We can trade the pullbacks. Gbpjpy calculated for commission. Good, good. But yeah, unfortunate with that. Really close, right? Really close to your TP. But that's a win for following your plan. See, both of us followed our plans. There's nothing you can say. Sometimes he'll be right. Sometimes I'll be wrong. Sometimes he'll be wrong. I'll be right. But long term, we both achieve same results, no matter our management. Because, you know, again, that's more of an emotional decision. I'm interested in chat. Can everyone answer me this in chat? How many people in chat prefer getting break even on a trade and avoiding a loss, or taking a loss but avoiding the chance of missing TP? Does that make sense, guys? So you might hit break even and trade goes to TP, but you avoid the potential of a loss, or you just allow your trade to lose, right? But you have also an equal chance to hit TP. So all I'm asking, do Gulaga gamblers? Bro, so far we've had BE, 3 BEs so far. First option, BE, 4 BEs. Most people prefer to have BE than have a loss but it hit TP. All calculated from the size of the balls. I think, yeah, I think it's a combination between the size and how low it hangs. First one, at the end it still played out. I don't like going BE, but I'm really inconsistent with it. Yeah, there has to be a reason, right? Depending on the trade, but most likely. No, but let's say in a scenario where we're unsure, like, you know. I prefer the BE, but I don't like aggressive option. I think it's a waste of commission. This I agree with. Going BE for no reason. I think you see people, when price just starts to move in their direction, they go BE like that. That's bad. Like, that's no reason. But if there's a technical reason, like for us, we went BE when we tapped 25.20. I know I didn't mark it on the chart, but that's why I was saying once we re-break the highs, I'm going break even. You know? BE, but I want to try not go much in the future. Yes, but it depends on your trade, man, you know? So if you're going BE for no reason, which we identified in some of your journal, you know, that of course we want to avoid. But if you're, you know, going BE for right reasons, like tap to 1 4 hour, tap something that can give you a rejection like this. Because look, let's say you didn't close because it was not enough profits, and now you're almost at SL with this candle because you didn't go BE. Are you going to feel worse that you got out BE, or are you going to feel worse of being part of this candle? Personally, I feel worse being part of this candle because I know there were reasons to go BE which were valid. That's how I view it, right? And that's how I manage my trades. And now, if I want you to also realize two scenarios. Okay? Right? I want you to realize two scenarios. These are very important scenarios. There are two different types of trade, guys. There are trades where we expect continuation, right? We're going to call this trade A, okay? And then there's trade B, okay? And you see us take multiple types of trades. We normally lean towards the side of trade A because we love volume and we love to, you know, continue price nicely. So trade A is where we expect price to continue in our direction with limited pullbacks due to volume, due to breakout pressure. Trade B is where we expect price to make its way towards our target based on us having stop loss below a zone, not below a candle. Because when we're trading with stop loss below candles, we expect volume to come in. So when we see that not happen, there's a higher chance we hit stop loss than we hit TP. But in trade B, when we put stop loss below structure, say stop loss was below this structure here, and we took this entry here, we don't have to worry about pullbacks. Why? Because our stop loss is below a structural point and we expect the market to go up and down like this. This is where we don't need to go BE because we're protected even if the market's going down. So when I take a trade that looks like this, I don't mind taking full SL on this trade because there's no chance for me to manage this because I'm expecting structure to be respected. When I take a trade on trade A with stop loss below a candle, I expect a direct push because if price wants to come back, it's not going to give a shit about candle lows like this, right? It's not going to give a crap, right? So it will break the candle lows, you'll be out, you'll lose money quick, and you'll say, shit, this sucks. Breakout trades suck. It's not that, it's just understanding the different type of trades. Now, if you ask me, do I prefer trade A, trade B? In terms of trading wise, I prefer trade A because it's fun. Trade B I prefer in terms of probabilities because it's less stress-free. You don't have to manage. This, I like to take trade B in NY because I'm at gym. When I'm at gym, I don't have time to be managing. I take trade B, I put stop loss below structure. I set my TP, I set my SL. I can check it once every 15 minutes. Right? So that's a lot to learn from that. So, yeah. So hopefully you guys were listening in that and found something useful. Put a W in the chat if you did find something useful. Right? If you did learn something, let's see if YouTube was listening here. One person in YouTube listening. Come on, guys. You're all sleeping. All sleeping. All sleeping. Zoom chat was straight ahead with it. There we go. There we go. Nice, nice. People listening. Break-even trade on gold, avoiding this massive candle. Update for the gram. You know what I'm saying? Good, good. People are listening. I'm very happy with that. So let's see how GU is formulating here. We're still working on our pullback we wanted. So the deeper it comes, the more target we have to tap. GJ pushed up, right? This is what we're talking about. Today, GJ is ranging. Should clip that for Instagram? I wonder how we would clip that though. Two type of trades. Trade A, trade B. Yeah, we could look into that. Break even with a bit of profit. Yeah, I just took out full at break even because I didn't want it to come close to my break even, which I would cover for commissions and then reject. That would be annoying. But this is I was telling you I expect this to be a liquidity zone, and if this is a liquidity zone, we can expect heavy reaction. I was avoiding the situation of us being involved in this FU candle while here, because that could have happened here just because it pushed an extra 10 pips just to get out, you know. That we can't predict, right? We can't predict, but what we can predict is how price has been moving and trade accordingly to that, you know. But at least we're starting to see at least setups come in the chart. Like, that's a win in itself, guys. It's, you know, at least we're in ranges, and out of all of that, we're still stuck in the range. You know, we're still stuck in the range, you know. So once we leave this range, you know it's going to be good, right? It's just a matter of, can we just get out of this on GJ? I mean, if you go on 4 hour remove drawings, you know this has been a tough time to trade. Like, come on, look at this. Right? Let's be honest. Look at 1 hour. This candle proved you right. Yeah, this showed that opportunity of, hey, this could have been this liquidity zone. And I want to show you that liquidity zone on 4 hour. This time we sweeped a little bit higher. You see that? Trick everyone into thinking it's really gonna go. What was the sound playing before these two? Oh damn, that's a tough question. I can check just for you. Just for you, I can check. Before this, it's called Villa Harmonix. Harmonieux. So now we need to see if we're gonna get another entry here. That's what we need to see. We can get maybe like a setup 2, something like that. Make a video on your channel, trade A, trade B. Yes, but I need to find what to name it. I need to find what to name it. Something that would be attractive for people to understand, you know? I think I'll name it trade management, but have I done a trade management? Look at the spelling. This is risk management. I have it 2 years ago. Yeah, I'm gonna make a trade management video this week, guys. This week I'm gonna make a trade management video. This is what we're gonna do this week, so you guys better enjoy that. I'm gonna tell you how I manage trades fully, why, and all of that stuff. You guys like the vlog, huh? I should probably make another vlog. Week in the life, my trades, trade recaps. You like when I go through all my trades and stuff like that. So we should do a trade recap. Yeah, we'll do that. Almost at 63K subscribers. I would appreciate anyone who's new here to leave a subscribe. Make sure, I hate to say this, but this notification bell, 80% of people have it off and then they complain to me, hey, I didn't know you were live today. It's like, brother, turn on the notification bell. You'll know when I go live. I don't spam you with content. So do me a favor and, you know, enjoy that stuff. It's all for free, right? It's all for free. 63K subscribers. 63K subscribers. So, and also while you're at it, leave a like. Did you get some update where your reds are on, like notification go, video playback and all that stuff turn some shade of red? Yeah, if I tell people to subscribe on a video, YouTube will highlight the subscribe button. Notice that next video. Notice that next video. Yeah, make the notification bell to all. I wonder if I say it. I probably say it in this video. Probably somewhere here. Let's see. Watch the subscribe button. Oh, too bad. This is my channel. I can't subscribe to my own channel, so you can't see it. Too bad. Too bad. It's my own channel. Can't subscribe to it. Harry, can you tell us how to take a trade on the 1 minute? That's a very specific strategy, not my whole strategy. Not something you want to be doing all the time, to be honest. All right, let's see how 5 minute structure has formed here. Do we have an opportunity for lower high? Yeah, not till we reach there though. A lot of empty space here I would like to fill first. I'd really prefer we fill this empty space just so this doesn't end up into what? This bullshit. We don't want this bullshit. We don't want this bullshit. If GJ can make its way higher, reject, close back in the range, we can look for sells. Harry, please make a video about swing trading BTC. We talked a bit about that in the group. I actually am working on some swing trading. Who in the group remembers about the swing trade we were talking about on Euro NZD? About like 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago. Let's see, come on, jog your memories. I showed you the entry on Euro NZD. Let's see in the group. Remember I was paper trading that trade in the Euro NZD, took it, showed you guys. No, more of a continuation trade after the pullback. Well, check out the trade. The trade is doing very well. The trade is doing well. Almost at TP. So yeah, it is doing well. Based on 4 hour, stop loss above 4 hour structure. Break of 4 hour low, retrace this impulsive move. Ideally you wanted to get up from here. You took this, paper traded it, yes. But remember I told you I'm working on swing trading, right? Have that extra stuff. They're sleeping on you? Yeah, I know. This was not a setup one, right? This was no, this was basically this. Ideally I should have entered for someone up here once we close back inside of the range. Whole idea comes from daily, right? Daily candle closing bearish. We're in a downtrend, impulsive move above the highs. Okay, 4 hour time frame kind of has this weakening pattern. This is also known as head and shoulders, right? So you're kind of getting in on that left shoulder there, which is retracing this move, impulsive news move, with the idea to break the lows and continue. Even if the lows don't break, I expect it to make another lower high and continue down. That's why stop is that big. Target into this zone here, which should be a little bit higher, like that. Basically this zone where this impulsive push came from. Did you hold a cent of drawdown? No, but I was allowing 200 pips worth, right? But this is like the swing trades, right? This was running for a couple of weeks, right? Look how many days this is running for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, yeah, almost 2 weeks. What lot size would you run on this? I'd run on this probably like a 1 lot, yeah. It's 200 pip stop. So like you're risking around, let's say you could manage. So I'm saying you risk, worst case scenario, you lose 2K, but you make with a 1 lot here, full TP. Well, you're up around $4,000 on this type of trade. $4,000. So we're working, guys. We're working. Don't you worry. Please review my trade. Where is your trade, brother? Where is your trade? You can't send links in YouTube chat. You can't send links in YouTube chat. I can't review your trade because links are not shown in YouTube chat. Swap is shitty thing for swing trading? Yes, but that's the cost. That's the cost of swing trading. That's why as a trader, it's good to have a portfolio where you are day trader, able to take positions day to day, have another portfolio where you can take higher time frame movements. I come from a higher time frame background. All of my trading on lower time frame is based on higher time frame. That's why we have something called bias, right? Bias was made because of higher time frame. What the hell is higher time frame doing in order for me to trade lower time frame? Geo still not pulling back here. We needed to pull back. What's gold doing? Gold is trying to create a support here. Bro, some of these marketing offers, Some of these marketing offers people send you. They're like, I just saw a message, someone giving me a marketing offer. I'll send you $20 to like and comment on 2 of our posts. It's like, come on, bro. What are you doing? Just to have my name liked on their post. Like, come on. Send it my way. I wanted to have a sandwich. And they probably just want Tradesharpe, and then they say, oh, Tradesharpe even uses our platform. You can see him comment on our videos. Do you think gold will be attracted to the 25 level? If this was NY, yes, but it's hard to know now in London how we're going to react. It's hard to know in London how we're going to react. See what GJ is doing here. 1 hour is doing what? London Open in 5 minutes. A lot of liquidity here, huh? Wick, 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 wick. No top wick on this candle. I wonder if it makes a top wick before London Open. Would be interesting to see. How could you refuse such an offer? Yeah, I know, right? It definitely wants to sell off. Yeah, we'll just see a London Open here, you know? Because remember, it can take one more sweep higher here. Retest this resistance one more time. Kind of what we saw yesterday. It's what we saw yesterday. Feel like I'll send you $20 to get lost. Man, once GJ resolves this range, it's gonna be freaking stupid resolution. This reminds me back in 2022. This was painful period. This. Kind of similar to what we're in now. Right? This. Did anyone follow the gold trades of the check on? What's the check on? Reminds me of that. And you saw how big the resolution is. Boom. Or boom. One hour looking like it's closing bullish though. Do you call trades that you make? I think it's good validation for people who see someone who does that for a living does the same. I do call trades that I take. Live, entry, exit, TP. You can watch every single trade. I'm one of the only live streamers out there who gives you a verified track record of where you can see my entry. Check this out. Any trade here, go ahead. Click the trade, 11:30 a.m., right? So you skip to 11:30 a.m. Go find 11:30 a.m. on the clock. 10, 10:30. We need to go a little bit more. 10:48. That's my entry. Look, it says buy order right there. It says buy order right there. There we go. That's my entry. You can see my drawdown I hold. This is a clean entry. Close above key level. See the drawdown I hold. See me get in profit. That's it, man. Did this trade play out? Yeah, beautiful move. So yeah. Gold failed to close bullish. Remember we were talking about filling more of this zone first. GJ closed here, 1 hour closing doji, no top wick, 30-minute closing doji. I think we need a close below 500. I mean 91, sorry. Wi-Fi. 91. GU did what? GU still working on our pullback, but very slow. Very slow we're seeing GU work on our pullback. Yeah, I look for people who trade live to see how they do it. It's always something about premium only. Yeah, that's the difference. I don't do this premium only, get to see my entries. But, you know, remember, I'm not a person who wants to be giving signals. I want you guys to understand how to trade. I want you guys to understand my method. I'm not here for you. I'm here to do my own business, to trade, make money in the market, and I'm bringing you guys along to watch me and see how I do it myself. In terms of premium, the only thing that I have is I have my exclusive community, and that is not the same. That is a community, that is where we are trading together like a trading floor. That is where people can, you know, get, of course, direct access to me, which is the benefit of that, right? This is what you're looking for. Direct access, speak to me, all of this stuff. Get access to my content, get access to New York, right? Because we trade New York as well. Trades like yesterday, right? Remember yesterday's trade? This is what I want to show you guys. Like, the source is there, but sometimes you lack confidence. If you lack confidence, then that's why I'm there, to bring confidence. Yesterday, we made a plan. Let's go see GJ. Should say GJ here. Let's see GJ. We made a plan to take sells below this low here. We talked about this plan where I'll be looking for sells below. If you go watch just the beginning of yesterday's stream, right? Watch the beginning of yesterday's stream, you see where I talk about sells below. We streamed for 2 hours, 20 minutes. We didn't get that option, right? Nothing closed below. We were waiting. I even set an alert here. You can see that alert. Now, an hour later, that alert triggered. That's the exact setup we got. Close below, entry, trade back down. And, you know, all of you would have been able to catch that if you were listening. I can't control that it happens on stream. If this happened on stream, I'm taking it. But that's what we do in the exclusive group, is like, hey, you can ask, all right, the plan that you said on stream, or the one that we discussed, it's happening. Are we looking for it? Yes, no. We trade together. I respect that. I do prefer doing my own trades because I've been learning for years now. Still feel like a noob, but seeing someone who does it with confidence makes your trades a little bit more. Yes, of course it does. And just being part of a community, having people around you while you trade is going to be beneficial. It's just nice. Make sure you guys leave a like on the stream. Get the likes up to at least 300. You know the drill. Harry, you want to give back to the community? I do. And actually, who is our winner? Who is our winner? Who is our winner of the... Let's see. It's on mode, but congrats to the 10K. 10K FTMO challenge. Gonna DM him. Let me bring that up. Over here, have a look. The winner of our 10K challenge. So this is giving back to the community. Say disable, let's see this. See if he's still active. We will check that after. If not, we will re-roll. We will re-roll. I think it selected all rolls instead of this, but we will double check. So yeah, 10K account. Let's see if he messages me or not. Because I remember he left. He left. I do remember that. So I think this is because it selected a role. So we'll see. Last time I spoke to him was 2023. Yeah, there's definitely, that is one of the people. So that's the problem with our Discord, is that it leaves people who are not there in. But they're not in our Discord. They can't see the channels. They're just with the group, but no channels. So I think he's just someone who has previously left. So we will re-roll. We will re-roll after stream. After stream, we will re-roll. Was there a reason you took the swing trade on NZD? In terms of what reason? Oh, like the NZD pair? I used to look at that. Yeah, because it's a nice pair to swing. It even has another swing option coming, but I'll speak about that swing option after stream. It's just a pair I used to swing, man. It's a good swing pair, man. Your support and resistance looks different from mine. Why didn't you mark 15? Because this range is not tradable for buys and sells. I can see the support there, so I don't need to do it, you know. See what gold is doing. Trying to create support on gold. We filled some of the zone a bit more now. And it won't interfere with the pairs we trade now. Yeah, I would swing the pairs we have now, but they're not in zones to swing, right? Like gold, I'm actively looking for a swing now. On gold, I'm actively looking for a swing. I need to sneeze. Excuse me, guys. And my Zoom is slow or lagging, but it's irritating. Yeah, I mean, it's working fine for everyone else, I'm sure. Maybe check your network connection. That can have something. How to participate in the giveaway? Oh, that was only for the exclusive group. Because I don't want to give away a $10,000 challenge to someone who's just going to gamble and blow it. Like the guys in the group obviously are going to take it more serious, and that's what I would have wanted, right? So that type of giveaways I do for the guys in the group. But there will be giveaway for you guys coming end of month as always. So I think we'll do the giveaway tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the giveaway for you guys. Also, something I learned is that I traded NY sessions only. The second I trade Asian, I lost all my trades. Why does it like that? Do they go against each other? No, low volume, you need to change stop loss. You're losing trades. You need to look at, is your idea playing out but you're just getting stopped out, or are you just completely wrong? Pip Labs giveaway, we can do a Pip Labs giveaway. Pip Labs, a lot of exciting stuff has been happening behind the scenes. I can't wait to show you guys. We're gonna have a full dashboard coming soon for all of you guys, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. If you're not backtesting, especially if markets are ranging, make use of backtesting software. Prove to yourself you can trade profitably. Prove to yourself. The next thing that we're gonna have on Pip Labs, which is gonna be extremely exciting for all of you, is we're gonna have leaderboards, and leaderboards will have prizes. Leaderboards will have prizes. So definitely try it out. And you know, again guys, the demo mode is free, so you can try the demo mode as well. We did, remember, I added 3 pairs for you guys to test. Yes, it is 2019, and you know, but there's three pairs to test. This is great to test your strategy, you know, and we're super happy we're able to do that. Leaderboard, how to reach the leaderboard, you'll see. Just give it time. You'll see, there'll be a whole thing. So yeah, you know, definitely check it out. Something good. how much to join the group? Yeah, that link is in the description. Those two links, PipLab's link and will be in the description. Will we have 4 screens soon? That's extremely hard to do. We're actually looking into that because we want to not only have 4 screens, but have 4 screens with different pairs on that. But you have to realize that that's requesting 4 pairs on your browser. It's just heavy to cache that data on your browser. So we need to put that data on our servers, right? And make sure that it's streaming it from your servers. But we've come up with a new, data method and that we're going to be implementing. We just invested money into a new data set. We invested money into a new member as well. We invested money into, as I said, this project we're doing more as a project that is for the community, for people to improve, and hopefully long term it can be something that's actually something I know all good traders have back tested. And the amazing thing is, I've told you guys about what's going to be possible in the future with also testing ahead, which will be amazing. So yeah, we are working on that. We are working. Especially if you find yourself, guys, not confident in trading, the way I came over lack of confidence is to backtest. Like, it's the best way. How many times do you spend backtesting? I backtest maybe like once a month. Not much, to be honest, because I'm kind of past that phase. I only backtest when I want to either get repetition. So you know how these last days have been really slow? Since these last days have been slow, I've actually backtested once just to keep on top of things, because yesterday was scary when I was not locked in on the charts and missed one option. Literally after stream, I sat there, I took 2 trades on our simulator, and then boom, what happened next? I was able to take GJ sells, because I was locked in. Like, you feel good. It's a different, I can't explain it. Like, go and backtest on the free version and just feel it, and then trade the markets and see the difference of your feeling. You feel like confident, Yeah, look at this is the one more spike up now. This spike up can even break the high. Like I said in the beginning of the stream, I expect this to range because we're stuck in the range. Don't be trying to lose money end of month trading this bullshit range. Don't do that. Don't do that. Pullback is coming on GU here. Can I still enter the giveaway? Yeah, I think if I remember his name, he's not part of the group. So you can. We will re-roll. Would you stop trading if you have another chance? Another chance of what? Another chance of what? Answer me? Well, you need to ask a question for me to answer you, bro. Which level should we buy gold? You have to wait for supports. It's not about a level, it's about a setup. It's different. Probably gonna be back above here where we're rejecting. I don't like 5 minute has resistance here as well. Are you familiar with CRT candle range theory? Nope. Where is the setups? I talk about them all on my YouTube channel, right? You can find it there, or you can show up to stream daily and you will understand. You can show up to stream daily and you will understand the setups. Oil is also interesting pair. Someone was asking about oil in chat. I prefer to swing trade oil. Be better above 1 hour resistance. Let's have a look, man. Yeah, that's a good point you make. That's a very good point you make. Yeah, probably. We have cascading resistance, right? It's a good point. Which is at 5, I guess, yeah. I mean, if you close perfectly above, how much room would you have? Still have 6-7 pips. Right now it's looked like it's ranging. Just for education, if you don't mind, what are you waiting for right now in order to execute a trade? So I'm either waiting for support to form on gold to see how that support forms. Support means a candle closing bullish. GJ is stuck in a range. I'm just watching it just to see if there's going to be any opportunity. It's really hard. There's no range for buys. There's no range for sells. There is a small range for sells, but we keep wicking and rejecting. GU needs to do a lot of work here. Oh, it's done it. So if GU can continue moving down now and also create support, that will be the option for GU. Look for buys based on a 30-minute setup too. So again, looking for support on GU to continue up. Problem is that this is going to be a major watch zone here. So even if it creates support, it could fail. So you kind of have to go break even. Let's just see what we're doing on 4 hour though. Yeah, 4 hours not looking best for buys. Previous daily close bearish. For sells on GU at the moment, yeah, sells is even a little bit tough. Yeah, I'm not sure where I would sell. He meant if you get given a chance, will you stop trading and do something else? No, because that's the beautiful thing about trading is that I can always do something else while trade. That's why I love trading, is because today, right now, I could literally do this. I could turn off camera right now, close stream, and go do something. I don't have to do something. I made money yesterday. Today I gave it a shot in the market. I can be done. I'm not, you know, the chart is not my boss. I'm the boss of, I mean, you're never the boss of the charts, but you're the boss of what you can control yourself. But that's the beauty of trading, is that it's up to me. It's up to me. So if I want to do other things, that's the whole reason I got involved in trading, is because I don't only want to be a trader. For me, just being a trader is not fun enough. I like to do more. I want to do bigger things. I want to expand into different areas while trading. Because trading is a great way, you know, a great skill, you know. So for now, I'm satisfied with trading for now, you know. But will that lead me to do other things as well? I'm pretty sure it will. Will I stop trading? Probably not. Because for me, if you look at any person in the world, one of their biggest sources of income is investing. Not sources, but wealth generation is from investing. Investing, reinvesting money they've made. There's no point of just earning money and then let it sit and do nothing. You're going to lose that money with either spending it, or you're going to lose that money through inflation. So investing is obviously the best way. Now, kind of trading is going to be your hedge against inflation, as well as it's an amazing investment tool. It's one of the best investment tools once you know what you're doing, because the returns you can make is massive, you know. What's this? Yeah, that would be a swing. Yeah, did you take that off our zone? We're talking, man, someone listened in the webinar. Did you join our webinar? Let's see where you put stop loss. Yeah, stop loss below the zone, exactly. Now the issue with this is, yeah, it's easy in hindsight because we got the reaction. You'd actually have to enter after that daily rejection wick. The reason why is because this is where it can play tricks on you. The reason why, because of this swing, we also have a zone here we could have respected. We had a zone here we could have respected. We had this zone here we could have respected. All of these zones, not really, but these three zones, right? So realistically, you have to enter after the rejection wick because this is a very good zone here we could have respected as well. To have a short-term bounce before creating lower high to continue down. How much a month have you made per average? I normally end up, last year was making more because we were in breakout phase. Whenever markets are in super trend, it's easier to make money. Now I'm averaging around 6-7%. Where would you invest $7,000? That's a great question. I'll need to think about that because it's not a lot of money. I mean, I respect money, but in terms of investment terms, yeah, I have an answer for you, but I'll tell you in one thing. What trade have you taken today? I took gold buys. I took gold buys above the range, got in a bit of profit, and then it came back and I got break even, right? The plan for the gold buys was the 1 hour close above, and once that 1 hour candle flipped. I would say if I had $7,000 and I wanted to invest in something hassle-free, like there's no active work, how am I going to make the most money out of the 7,000 is probably invest in myself, invest in getting good at a skill that can generate me money. So you don't need the whole $7,000. You could simply keep aside and set a budget, right? I had a webinar with the guys in the exclusive group, right? We talked about budgeting your year. So I would budget, let's say $1,000 for the whole year to learn how to trade, to make sure I'm consistent. In that $1,000, allow myself a funding challenge, prove that you can pass the funding challenge and get a payout. Once you have a payout, you buy another funding challenge, you can go down funded route. At the same time, you can also build a personal capital. That's one way, but that requires a lot of effort, time, and dedication. Now, if you want a hassle-free way, that will give you good returns. A hassle-free way, but this is also going to require patience, is I would probably invest in crypto. I would invest in crypto. 7K would be better in a PAM account? Yeah, so the guy who owns the PAM account blows your account, right? And you lose out because he's making commissions on the brokerage. He's making commissions on your trade that he's taking, and then he blows it. So yeah, I would invest 7,000 in crypto. I would stick to Bitcoin or Ethereum. What do you mean hassle-free? Means that you just put it in and leave it. That's it. That's what it means by that, right? It's hassle-free. There's no hassle. There's no active. Do you stake your crypto? No, because I don't trust my crypto on exchanges. In order to stake, you have to put it in. Why Ethereum, not Solana? Because Solana is the newer chain than Ethereum. Ethereum is always going to be superior in terms of liquidity, superior in terms of network, because of how the gas fees work and all of this. Remember, there's a bigger ecosystem built on Ethereum still compared to Solana. Solana, of course, yeah, it's very, very important, but you can also diversify, right? What's your opinion about GU closing above resistance? Well, I kind of wanted to trade to this. This was the whole point. This is the whole point of waiting for pullbacks. But unfortunately, it's done straight push. Which is kind of bullshit here for us. Kind of bullshit for us. Would gold S2 on minute 30 or something only S5 from here? I mean, we'll have to have a look at it. We'll have to see how this candle closes in 5 minutes though. Remember, we have 1 hour resistance above head. We have to be careful about that 1 hour resistance. It is going to count. Have you ever tried to trade futures, example DAX? We have a lot of people in our exclusive group that actually trade DAX every day, right? Well, there's your answer for DAX today. DAX seems like it's ranging. But yeah, these are all the DAX plans. This is DAX. So yes, for sure, people trade DAX. Investing 7,000 in BTC or Ethereum is not a good idea right now, no. But once it pulls back, I mean, it's not financial advice, but that's what I would do. But you know, I don't care about what you do with your money. That's your choice. I have nothing to do with that, nor am I in a position to advise. I simply just do me. You know? GJ still stuck in this range. Yeah, I don't expect much from GJ today. Depends what your goal is with the 7K, right? You will make different choices if you have long-term perspective or short-term. Yeah, but I think short-term perspective on anything doesn't work, especially on money generation. The only time I've made short-term money gains is gambling on shitcoins. Like even in trading, it's not short-term, right? 6%, 7%, 10% month. That's not short-term. You know what I mean? You have to learn the skill. Short term 1 to 2 years, okay, if you consider that short term, yes. But unfortunately, the internet is not wired like that. Short term is 1 month. Less. % a month, very good as long term for sure. Yeah, 2 to 6%, amazing. There's gonna be news today. I heard we expect gold to come down. I mean, it's hard. Is 25K better to start with? No, it doesn't matter how much you start with. Just get consistent. Money is always easy to add, but it's hard to recover losses. Understand that, right? You can always just, if you have money, you can always say, okay, I'll put more. That's easy to do. But putting yourself in a deeper drawdown is always harder to recover than trying to make more money. Because once you have the skill and can make money, then it's only about a matter of leveraging your opportunities around you. Like I already made that mistake, right? I made that mistake by starting off with more money I should have and immediately put myself in a hole. Yeah, this morning we took gold buys and then I came back to entry and that was it, break even. This is okay. I mean, we haven't seen a push in a while, you know. I had a question. Prior to trading price action, I used to look at indicator-based strategy like ADX. I used to copy their steps exactly, yet I couldn't make profit. But when they used the strategy, it worked. So any thoughts? Because looking back, my risk management was correct. Yeah, they're lying about that. Did you see them do it live in front of you? You know? Minute close here, very close to the 1 hour resistance. Look at this bottom wick here. Problem is we might have to risk another break-even trade, because if it taps 1 hour resistance, you know, we can't really play games. You get what I'm saying? So is it worth it to take another break-even trade? I don't know. How big is stop loss becoming now? I checked GJ. GJ is just at the top of the range, guys. Nothing's happening on GJ. It's just at the top of the range. You can't buy GJ at the top of the range. I'm not sure what you guys are seeing, but you can't do that. Yeah, I'm gonna have a buy order here at the break of this high. Set up 2 entry, break of this high. That's what I'm looking for. Harry, I backtested all of your trades in your journal and figured out that if you put your SL below the current candle low and high instead of previous, your RR would be around 1 to 3. Think it through. I would like you to think it through as well. Thank you for going and doing that effort. But go and realize, if I did that, how much more would my loss be? How many more times would I lose if I put my stop loss on current candle? Right? If I put my stop loss on current candle, there's going to be a lot more losses, I can assure that. We were talking about yesterday. What were we talking about yesterday? I checked that as well. 90% of the time it plays. You know you don't trust me. See it yourself. Okay, send me that document. Stop loss current candle, yeah, it's very risky. It doesn't work for less than 15 minutes though. No, 15 minutes most entries. Man, listen, if a price makes a tiny bottom wick and flips and breaks the high, it comes back a lot of the time to at least visit. Just the trade I showed you 10 minutes ago, there would have been a loss. So no, it's actually very tough. Let me set this up. If 5-minute closes below the range, which it did here, yeah, this is a different setup now. I'm not going to take this right now. I'm going to delete this buy stop up here. It's closing below. I don't want this to retest here, me get triggered, and then it fail. It's a big movement, you know. It's looking like it's a little bit weaker here. We're seeing a lot of more weakness. I'm seeing a lot more weakness. GU as well, very close to this resistance here. In trending markets, it should work. Range not ideal case. I agree with that as well. Yeah, that's a very valid point. Yeah, gold is moving down here at the moment. No top wick. Yeah, I'm gonna stay patient on this one. Stay patient on this one. We need to wait here, guys. We need to wait. But we gave it one shot on stream. I'm gonna head off and, you know, I'm gonna go sit with the guys on the exclusive. I think it was a great shot we gave this morning. Congrats to everyone who made profits on the trade this morning. Let's hope we see this consistency come back. Tomorrow's the last day of the month. I expect going into next month, we start to see things ramp back up again, get more options. Looking at market conditions, I expect September to be an average month as well. I don't expect fireworks. And then we start to pick up as we come closer to elections. So this is what I'm expecting. But great to see a setup happen this morning. Executed on it. Followed the plan exactly. And that's a win, right? That's a great trade, great opportunity. And if we do that long term, we're making money. End of the day, it's about making money for me. That's what I care about. Not coming here and losing my ass to try and impress anyone, right? So keep that in mind. Leave a like on the stream if you haven't. Show up for tomorrow's stream. Take care. Trade sharp. And hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace. See you guys.